On October 28th, Independent Lens began its two-part series, The Graduates, which examined the dropout crisis among Latino students. The program follows 6 Hispanic students as they navigate the complicated tightrope of high school, facing challenges both unique to their culture and understood by teens everywhere. One of the students featured is Darlene Bustos, a student in Tulsa's Union Alternative School. In this excerpt, we get a glimpse at Darlene's story.
Why should anybody who is not Latino care about the education of Latino students? The nation as a whole will not be able to compete in a global marketplace unless we can educate these young people. How can we accept having huge swaths of our population simply marginalized, left out? Latinas, they have a real sense of isolation, a real sense that they don't really belong at school. If you have no idea what is out there, if you have no goal, then why would you stay with school? But if you don't see any other options for yourself, that might seem like a pretty good option to start a family of your own.
I felt overwhelmed sometimes because I would have to go to school being pregnant and being criticized by a lot of people. I would go to school for like a week and then stop going for like 2 weeks, and then I would go back, and back and forth like that. So the district decided to drop me out because I wouldn't go to school. Honestly, at that moment, I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I was just focused on having the baby. There was times where I just didn't feel I was intelligent because, I stopped going to school. I knew how to be a mom, but at the same time, I knew that it was my fault for not going to school anymore.
This year, Darlene talked to me and said that she's really looked at her long-term goals, and she realizes that the diploma is an important part of being a good mother to this child.
The day before school started, I was feeling really overwhelmed. Being in an environment like this, like being in school again after 2 years, that was just kind of scary for me. It just feels kind of normal now. It reminds me that I am intelligent, that I am smart, that I can, I catch on pretty quick. My son sees mommy going to school, and I see Alex going to school, and it motivates me. I want Alex to grow up knowing that his mom, although having him, I still went to school. I am trying for him, for me, for our futures. I want to set that example for Alex.
You can watch the conclusion of the Independent Lens series, The Graduates, November 4th at 9 p.m. on OETA.